Good morning. I'm going to read Psalms 119. This is the longest psalm in the book of the Psalms. Not too long ago was Psalms 117, the very shortest one, just 2 verses. This is 176 verses long. It is a long psalm, and it is an acrostic psalm. Each section of the scripture begins with a letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Aleph, Beth, and so forth. And so each passage is an acrostic. The entire psalm is written that way. Now, this is from the TANAKH, which stands for Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim. Torah is the law, Nevi'im is the prophets, Ketuvim is the writing. Psalms is in the writings, the Ketuvim. All right, you ready? Psalm 119, the longest psalm. Happy are those whose way is blameless, who follow the teaching of the Lord. Happy are those who observe his decrees, who turn to him wholeheartedly. They have done no wrong, but have followed his ways. You have commanded that your precepts be kept diligently. Would that my ways were firm in keeping your laws, then I would not be ashamed when I regard all your commandments. I will praise you with a sincere heart as I learn your just rules. I will keep your laws. Do not utterly forsake me. How can a young man keep his way pure? By holding to your word. I have turned to you with all my heart. Do not let me stray from your commandments. In my heart I treasure your promise. Therefore I do not sin against you. Blessed are you, O Lord. Train me in your laws. With my lips I rehearse all the rules you proclaimed. I rejoice over the way of your decrees as over all riches. I study your precepts. I regard your ways. I take delight in your laws. I will not neglect your word. Deal kindly with your servant, that I may live to keep your word. Open my eyes, that I may perceive the wonders of your teaching. I am only a sojourner in the land. Do not hide your commandments from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your rules at all times. You blast the accursed, insolent ones who stray from your commandments. Take away from me taunt and abuse, because I observe your decrees. Though princes meet and speak against me, your servant studies your laws. For your decrees are my delight, my intimate companions. My soul clings to the dust. Revive me in accordance with your word. I have declared my way, and you have answered me. Train me in your laws. Make me understand the way of your precepts, that I may study your wondrous acts. I am racked with grief. Sustain me in accordance with your word. Remove all false ways from me. Favor me with your teaching. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I have set your rules before me. I cling to your decrees. O Lord, do not put me to shame. I eagerly pursue your commandments, for you broaden my understanding. Teach me, O Lord, the way of your laws. I will observe them to the utmost. Give me understanding, that I may observe your teaching and keep it wholeheartedly. Lead me in the path of your commandments, for that is my concern. Turn my heart to your decrees, and not to love of gain. Avert my eyes from seeing falsehood. By your ways preserve me. Fulfill your promise to your servant, which is for those who worship you. Remove the taunt that I dread, for your rules are good. See, I have longed for your precepts. By your righteousness preserve me. May your steadfast love reach me, O Lord. May your deliverance, as you have promised. I shall have an answer for those who taunt me, for I have put my trust in your word. Do not utterly take the truth away from my mouth, for I have put my hope in your rules. I will always obey your teaching forever and ever. I will walk about at ease, for I have turned to your precepts. I will speak of your decrees, and not be ashamed in the presence of kings. I will delight in your commandments, which I love. I reach out for your commandments, which I love. I study your laws. Remember your word to your servant, through which you have given me hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, that your promise has preserved me. Though the arrogant have cruelly mocked me, I have not swerved from your teaching. I remember your rules of old, O Lord, and find comfort in them. I am seized with rage because of the wicked who forsake your teaching. Your laws are a source of strength to me, wherever I may dwell. I remember your name at night, O Lord, and obey your teaching. This has been my lot, for I have observed your precepts. The Lord is my portion. I have resolved to keep your words. I have implored you with all my heart. Have mercy on me in accordance with your promise. I have considered my ways and have turned back to your decrees. I have hurried and not delayed to keep your commandments. Though the bonds of the wicked are coiled around me, I have not neglected your teaching. I arise at midnight to praise you for your just rules. I am a companion to all who fear you, to those who keep your precepts. Your steadfast love, O Lord, fills the earth. Teach me your laws. You have treated your servant well, according to your word, O Lord. Teach me good sense and knowledge, for I have put my trust in your commandments. Before I was humbled, I went astray, but now I keep your word. You are good and beneficent. Teach me your laws. Though the arrogant have accused me falsely, I observe your precepts wholeheartedly. Their minds are thick like fat. As for me, your teaching is my delight. It was good for me that I was humbled, so that I might learn your ways. It was good for me that I was humbled, so that I might learn your laws. I prefer the teaching you proclaimed to thousands of gold and silver pieces. Your hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn your commandments. Those who fear you will see me and rejoice, for I have put my hope in your word. Nice motorcycle back there, huh? I know, O Lord, that your rulings are just. Rightly have you humbled me. May your steadfast love comfort me in accordance with your promise to your servant. May your mercy reach me that I might live, for your teaching is my delight. Let the insolent be dismayed, for they have wronged me without cause. I will study your precepts. May those who fear you, those who know your decrees, turn again to me. May I wholeheartedly follow your laws, so that I do not come to grief. I long for your deliverance. I hope for your word. My eyes pine away for your promise. I say, when will you comfort me? Though I have become like a water skin dried in smoke, I have not neglected your laws. How long has your servant to live? When will you bring my persecutors to justice? When will you bring my persecutors to judgment? The insolent have dug pits for me, flouting your teaching. All your commandments are enduring. I am persecuted without cause. Help me. Though they almost wiped me off the earth, I did not abandon your precepts. As befits your steadfast love, preserve me, so that I may keep the decree you proclaimed. The Lord exists forever. Your word stands firm in heaven. Your faithfulness is for all generations. You have established the earth, and it stands. They stand this day to carry out your rulings, for all are your servants. Were not your teaching my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. I will never neglect your precepts, for you have preserved my life through them. I am yours. Save me, for I have turned to your precepts. The wicked hope to destroy me, but I ponder your decrees. I have seen that all things have their limit, but your commandment is broad beyond measure. Oh, how I love your teaching. It is my study all day long. Your commandments make me wiser than my enemies. They always stand by me. I have gained more insight than all my teachers, for your decrees are my study. I have gained more understanding than my elders, for I observe your precepts. I have avoided every evil way, so that I may keep your word. I have not departed from your rules, for you have instructed me. How pleasing is your word to my palate, sweeter than honey. I ponder your precepts, therefore I hate every false way. Your word is a lamp to my feet, a light for my path. I have firmly sworn to keep your just rules. I am very much afflicted. O Lord, preserve me in accordance with your word. Accept, O Lord, my free will offerings. Teach me your rules. Though my life is always in danger, I do not neglect your teaching. Though the wicked have set a trap for me, I have not strayed from your precepts. Your decrees are my eternal heritage. They are my heart's delight. I am resolved to follow your laws to the utmost forever. I hate men of divided heart, but I love your teaching. You are my protection and my shield. I hope for your word. Keep away from me, you evildoers, that I may observe the commandments of my God. Support me as you promised, so that I may live. Do not thwart my expectation. Sustain me that I may be saved, and I will always muse upon your laws. You reject all who stray from your laws, for they are false and deceitful. You do away with the wicked as if they were dross. Rightly do I love your decrees. My flesh creeps from fear of you. I am in awe of your rulings. I have done what is just and right. Do not abandon me to those who would wrong me. Guarantee your servant's well-being. Do not let the arrogant wrong me. My eyes pine away for your deliverance, for your promise of victory. Deal with your servant as befits your steadfast love. Teach me your laws. I am your servant. Give me understanding that I might know your decrees. It is a time to act for the Lord, for they have violated your teaching. Rightly do I love your commandments, more than gold, even fine gold. Truly, by all your precepts I walk straight. I hate every false way. Your decrees are wondrous. Rightly do I observe them. The words you inscribed give light, and grant understanding to the simple. I open my mouth wide. I pant, longing for your commandments. Turn to me and be gracious to me, as is your rule with those who love your name. Make my feet firm through your promise. Do not let iniquity dominate me. Redeem me from being wronged by man, that I may keep your precepts. Show favor to your servant and teach me your laws. My eyes shed streams of water because men do not obey your teaching. You are righteous, O Lord. Your rulings are just. You have ordained righteous decrees. They are firmly enduring. I am consumed with rage over my foes' neglect of your words. Your word is exceedingly pure, and your servant loves it. Though I am belittled and despised, I have not neglected your precepts. Your righteousness is eternal. Your teaching is true. Though anguish and distress come upon me, your commandments are my delight. Your righteous decrees are eternal. Give me understanding that I might live. I call with all my heart. Answer me, O Lord, that I may observe your laws. I call upon you. Save me, that I may keep your decrees. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I hope for your word. My eyes greet each watch of the night as I meditate on your promise. Hear my voice as befits your steadfast love. O Lord, preserve me, as is your rule. Those who pursue intrigue draw near. They are far from your teaching. You, O Lord, are near, and all your commandments are true. I know from your decrees of old that you have established them forever. See my affliction and rescue me, for I have not neglected your teaching. Champion my cause and redeem me. Preserve me according to your promise. Deliverance is far from the wicked, for they have not turned to your laws. Your mercies are great, O Lord. As is your rule, preserve me. Many are my persecutors and foes. I have not swerved from your decrees. I have seen traitors and loathed them, because they did not keep your word in mind. See that I have loved your precepts. O Lord, preserve me as befits your steadfast love. Truth is the essence of your word. Your just rules are eternal. Princes have persecuted me without reason. My heart thrills at your word. I rejoice over your promise as one who obtains great spoil. I hate and abhor falsehood. I love your teaching. I praise you 7 times each day for your just rules. Those who love your teaching enjoy well-being. They encounter no adversity. I hope for your deliverance, O Lord. I observe your commandments. I obey your decrees and love them greatly. I obey your precepts and decrees. All my ways are before you. May my plea reach you, O Lord. Grant me understanding according to your word. May my petition come before you. Save me in accordance with your promise. My lips shall pour forth praise, for you teach me your laws. My tongue shall declare your promise, for all your commandments are just. Lend your hand to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I have longed for your deliverance, O Lord. Your teaching is my delight. Let me live, that I may praise you. May your rules be my help. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Search for your servant, for I have not neglected your commandments. Psalms 119, the longest psalm in the book.